Friends, today we are back and we have a guest as I promised. He will tell you more about the student situation in Poland. We are still in Poland. Keep watching. Let him introduce himself to us. Thank you.
Dzień dobry. Hello everyone. My name is Sylvestre and I'm a student at Politechnika Wrocław. I'm studying robotic and automatic control, and today I'm gonna tell you about the life here in Poland, especially students.
Okay, welcome Sylvester, feel home. So here, before we were talking about the students' situation, about the application, and the students are asking more, like you didn't explain us more things. Just you're going to tell us. What's the name of your school again?
So, I'm studying at the Wrocław University of Science and Technology, Politechnika Wrocławska in Polish.
Okay.
So that is the place where I'm studying.
Is it a public school or private one?
It's a public school because here in Poland, each school which has the name of Politechnika, it's basically for the government. So it's a public school.
Wow. So tell us your journey. How did you choose to come in Poland? Why did you pick Poland, not US, not Canada? Even the Polish people, when we meet, the first question they used to ask us, it's like, why Poland? So tell us.
So, first of all, I got interested by my uncle because before coming here, my uncle was also studying here, and they motivate me to switch because I was also studying in Congo, where I'm from. And so my uncle told me about Poland, the positive part of Poland and negative part of Poland, and I found that only positive things there are so many, so that's why I've chosen coming here. And actually I don't regret because what I'm studying now and how life is going, I don't regret my choice.
Was your uncle also a student? He studied in Poland?
Yeah, he also studied at the same university where I'm studying now.
Nice.
Yeah.
And I think that he became someone else because, as I understand, it's a very nice school.
Yeah. Nice school. Once you finished at the Politechnika, you'll be called everywhere. So
wow.
It's one of the best university here in Poland.
That's nice. So was it easy for you to apply for that university? Your journey from Congo, you said you're Congolese. Maybe there is another Congolese students who want to apply to not this school, but in Poland. You can tell them few things. Where did you do an interview? How you tell us where the idea came from.
So for us Congolese, technically we have to go in Angola to apply for our visa.
Okay.
But the thing for me, I'm living to the east part of my country. So I live near Rwanda, the city called Goma.
Goma.
And for us to take a plane from Goma to Angola, it's far away. So there is also another way of applying for us, and we can just go in Tanzania, which is so close to Goma. So I did my interview in Tanzania, Dar es Salaam, and actually it wasn't that easy. It was difficult because it's a new country, you don't know anyone, so and you need at least to spend there 2 weeks because the treatment of their visa application. But I can say compared to other countries, Poland doesn't have a lot of needs for applying your visa. Once you have all requirements for this document, I think they can't refuse to have the visa.
So you mean you was in Tanzania because, as you said, Congolese they have to apply. They have to apply for the appointment. This interview staffs in Angola. How did they accept you? Because you're Congolese and you are taking your passport. I don't know that you explained to them that you are living in Goma, and I don't think that Consular knew that you are living in east of your country. How was it easy to go to them and explain that you are Congolese and now you're going in Tanzania? So for me, I don't get it.
So there's one point.
Mm-hmm.
So for us Congolese to apply in Tanzania, we need to have a visa from Rwanda. So you have to be resident in Rwanda. So technically for people who are living in the East Africa community, can apply in Tanzania. So that's why for us we are in the community, in the East African community, but not that deep. So there is something which we still don't have to apply like without a visa, like the resident visa from Rwanda. So we need first of all the resident visa from Rwanda to apply in Tanzania.
I understand now. So how hard was your interview? How was your interview? Like, you don't have to tell us the questions, but you can just tell us in general, because maybe a lot of students, they are scared of interviews, not only students, even the workers. For those who all the times want to apply, they're asking how hard English they're asking, how hard questions are. Like, can you please tell them more about the interview?
So for people who are like stressing about the language, like which you're gonna like in which language are you gonna do your interview? Actually, for me and my sister, because I came with my sister here, we did our interview in French. So it was easy to speak with the lady who was there. So I can say, like, for people who are like stressing about like, do I need to have a good level of English to apply? No, I think not. You can also go to the embassy. There is like someone who can speak French or Swahili, and it can be, I think, easy for you.
You mean in Swahili? Like, can you do your interview in Swahili? I don't think that it can be easy, because the interviewers, they are Polish. So I don't think that they can. No, I don't. I'm even sure they cannot speak Swahili. They can't.
So for what I heard, like there was one lady. She came in Tanzania, and she was Congolese. She didn't have a chance to have someone who can speak French. So they found for her someone who can speak Swahili, and actually she like everything was good for her. She passed, and she had a visa.
So she had a translator, that you mean?
Yeah, she had
That's
a translator.
That's what you mean.
So
like someone can find a translator, can find someone to come and translate.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, that's nice.
So people who just wanna come here in Poland, so they just stop stressing about the language. So everything is possible to the embassy. But the main thing is just to find an appointment and to have your document from school, and that's all.
I also remember, like, you have said about the English stuff. You were not speaking English anymore. Like, were you only speaking French and Swahili?
So, like, when I came here in Poland, I really had not best English level. So when I kept talking with people, and so I got that level, and everything went well for me.
Interesting. Yeah. So the English now, you know, like much English that you speak, you learned it in Poland.
Yeah, I learned it here in Poland.
That's nice. So you mean, yeah, you now tell us about your journey for the interview and stuff. Let's now come in Poland. So you are coming from Africa, you get your visa. Like, after getting your visa, did you go back in Congo, or you just came in Poland directly?
So, like, we saw, like, me and my sister going back again in Congo to take a plane. It's gonna be expensive, so we took a decision to just take our flight from Tanzania, Dar es Salaam, and so we had our first city in Europe was Amsterdam, not directly in Poland, because you need to have an entrance, like a European entrance when you're like first coming in Europe. We're gonna have a first stamp, like that you are entering in the special Schengen area. So we first arrived in the capital of Netherlands, and then we took another plane from Warsaw.
You came from Warsaw. Yeah, Warsaw is a city where we are now, like it's where we are sitting now. Yeah. So your journey coming from Africa to Poland, who picked you from the airport? How was the weather? Did you come during the winter or was in summer? Like, it's interesting, a lot of people, they want to know, because a lot of things was changing.
Yeah, actually when I came here, it was like already winter, I can say, because I came here in October. So it was awful for me, because it was the first experience for me to, like, you know, to leave that coldness. It was so cold. but had a chance because my uncle was already living here, so he already taught us what things we need to come with, like some jacket, some some pill to have at least to survive, because actually it wasn't that easy. It's so cold here, and you need to be prepared to bring something soft. And yeah, I think it can be good for you.
So for you, it wasn't that hard because you were coming and finding your family here.
Yeah.
They took care of you. They just came directly to pick you there. But like maybe you have a friends who just come all the times, not having anyone. Maybe you have met some people who give you these testimonies. But is it hard or easier, like to get used to the Polish people, like getting taxi from there, like?
I think for like if you're like you're coming here in Poland, you don't have anybody. So basically, I can say it depends on like how open you are. If you're like introvert person or extrovert person. So if you're like more like open to people, it can be easy for you to get used to Polish people, because like they're vibing with like how you are. If you are like cool with them, they're gonna be cool with you. So actually it depends how open you are. And I think even if you are like alone here, there's like a big community of African people here. So you won't be like feel like you are like alone. So you're gonna have support for them, and so I think everything will be good for you.
Okay, I understand now. So let's come back to your journey. Did you come directly to your uncle's place, or you just went to school?
So like when I came here, first of all, there like something from university. You need to have a check-in date about the place where you're gonna live. Because it depends on someone to someone else. Because for me, I've chosen to take a dormitory to the university, which is like affordable for the price. So it depends. So I just when I came here, I moved first of all to my uncle places, because I how can I say? Oh, sorry. It was like the easy way for me to live here, and we spent there 3 days, and after that I check in the dormitory from the place where like my university, and we had the room. My sister had her room and had mine also.
That's nice.
Yeah.
So people were very nice, and they welcomed you even at the school. Everything was nice.
Yeah, everything was nice, because for me when I came here the first year, I started with Polish. So it was good. I had some international friends from other countries. So it was good. I really spent a good year with learning Polish, and it's so helpful for me now, because it helped me to manage with, going for shopping. I already work with my Polish language with some companies here, so it's so helpful for me, and I'm still improving, and I'm pretty sure with time I can maybe sound like native here.
That's nice. So you talk about Polish, and you were studying in Polish, but is it like all the students supposed to study in Polish, or it just you who picked to study in Polish? Are you the one who chose, or everyone is supposed to study in Polish?
No, here in Poland it's international. We have that opportunity to study in English. So there are some universities which are offering a program in English. So actually it's depending on you. So for me, I've chosen Polish because I'm more interested about learning new things, new languages. So that's why I've chosen doing my bachelor degree in Polish. And also compared to the price, with English and Polish, it's much cheaper in Polish. So that is also one of the reasons that I've chosen studying in Polish.
That's nice. So you're the one who chose to study in Polish. It's not...
No one pushed me.
Because I know some students, they can feel scared that studying in Polish, some people, they are lazy of learning the languages.
Yeah, that's true.
It's very important, but some people, they don't have time for this. So you're the one who chose. Maybe your sister continued in English. So, okay, that's nice. So in that time, you were not speaking English. You were only speaking French and Swahili. Was that easy for you to speak in French? Does Polish people speak French?
So So technically here in French, I can say from 1 to 10, maybe it can be useful for you, like let us say 3, because not everyone speaks here French, but it can be an asset for you, especially for jobs. There are like a lot of jobs here which you can use your French, and if you know some English, it's gonna be also like a point. So yeah, I can say it's useless. It's useful for like when it comes from the job, because there's a lot of companies from France here, from Switzerland, from other part in the world with some countries which speak French. So French here, I can say to socialize with people, it cannot work, but for job, it's an asset.
You talk about the job. Is it possible for the students to study and work at the same time? Like, is the students working and studying?
Yeah, for my case, yeah, when I came here directly, I found a job, because maybe people they don't know, Poland is one of the country in Europe which has the lowest unemployed rate in the world Europe, so which is like 3% on unemployed people here in Poland. So it's a good country, especially for people who are like still figure out like asking themselves, it's like, can I find a job if I'm a student in Poland? Yeah, of course you can find. And I'm doing a part-time job, and I'm satisfied with what I'm receiving from my job. So it's possible here.
I understand. So how are you working and studying at the same time, guys? Like, are you working few days and studying few days, or you just study in the morning and then you work in the afternoon? Are you working from home, or you go? Like, are you working hybrid, or you working from home?
So technically, it's the job which I'm doing currently. It's I'm the boss of myself, so I can decide when I can go to work. So also, if as you asked me, like how do I manage for like studies and job? So it's just question of to know like how is my schedule. How gonna put my schedule? So it's just for you, for yourself, to know like from this time to this time I will do this, from this time to this time I will do this. And also like there are some jobs here which you can work from like 3 days, like let us say for weekend days, like Friday, Saturday and Sunday, and you can have something at least at the end of the month. So basically it depends on your schedule. But here, like, everything is possible.
Okay, thank you. For a lot of parents, they're asking, can I pay for my child, like for the first semester, if they're working and studying at the same time? Can that money, like the money that they're working for, can that money be as school fees, or like how amount is that money? Can that money pay for the rent? How your salary helps you?
So. For my case, my salary helps me for my dormitory, like the place where I'm living, and also sometimes I can buy myself like some clothes, just some normal needs which a normal human needs in his life. So it helps me a lot for, like as I said, for the place where I'm living, food and just to be well dressed. So I can say, the salary can help you to survive here in Poland, but not to invest, because for my case, it's like only a part-time job. So I don't save a lot of money like in my bank account. Just it helps me to to just do my studies to survive here in Poland. So I think after that, when I will finish with my studies, I can take a full-time job, and then it will be much more affordable for me.
Okay, I understand now the way your salary is helping. So if you are doing a part-time job, there is also others who are doing full-time job.
Yeah, so exactly.
Okay.
So it actually depends on also your studies, because as I'm studying at the Polytechnica, we have a lot of things to do. You need to be more focused on your studies. but there is also some universities here in Poland where people can also study remotely. So they have enough time also to apply for full-time jobs, and they can easily combine all of them.
You work from home and study from home.
Yeah,
Everything you do
yeah,
it in your house.
Because
So it's easy. I understand. Okay. Now I want you to give us the view of cost of living for the students in Poland. How expensive it is, about the transport, about like community. Do they pay the taxes? I want you to give us that explanations like about that thing.
So for the transportation question, here in Poland we have three types of transportation. We have trams, we have train, we have buses. For people who don't know what is tram, I don't know how can I explain you,
I know.
but you can just kindly go to Google and just type it, and you'll see how the tram looks like. Because also it was my first time to discover how the tram looks like, and it's so cheaper, I can say, because there is like some card for students, and within I think 15 euros, if I'm not wrong, you can have one month of transportation. You can go everywhere. But for train, it's something else. But also cheap for students, like who are like under 26. So it's not that expensive. I think for a trip around 4 hours, you can pay $5, which is like so cheaper. So I can say transportation here in Poland, like it's so cheaper.
Okay, you talk about the euro and dollars. Which currency are you using here in Poland?
So like Poland is, I think like they did a good idea to not use euro, because here in Poland we use zloty.
Zloty.
Yeah, which looks very. It's lower compared to euro, because if I'm not wrong, 1 euro equals to 4 zloty. So I can say it helps a lot. Even if you're going like everywhere, you wanna buy something, you just use zloty here. So it's so good about Poland.
Oh, that's nice. So for the students who are under, you mentioned something of under 26. You mean it's cheaper than those who are above 26?
Yeah.
Okay. So for the maybe for the people who don't know, like you can explain about the taxes. You start paying the taxes when you are 26, I think.
Yeah, when you are above 26, then you can start paying taxes. But if you are under 26, you won't pay taxes here in Poland, which are very good.
So when you get 26, life changes completely, like...
Yeah, I can say that, but it's not also that expensive. Because like if you compare with other countries from Europe, Poland is still the best one. Even if you are above 26, you won't pay that much taxes compared to other countries. So I think even for people who like are like above 26, so like maybe they'll just, when they're gonna watch this part, they say no, Poland is not for me, I'm above 26. No, it's not that. It's still cheaper even if you are 26. So for me, it's still one of the best country that you have to come.
So do you know about the wage? Like how minimum wage is? How amount is the minimum wage of Polish salary?
So like in April, I think, if I'm not wrong, they just put a new wage here in Poland, which is like 30 something zloty per hour. So actually also it depends what kind of job you are doing, but the minimum wage which you can have here is between 29 and 32 zloty per hour, which is so nice. And if you're working at least, let us say 8 hours per day, you'll see at the end of the day you have something which like can help you. And if you are working, let us say monthly, you say it's a good salary. So I can say the wage here is not one of the best one, I can say, but it's affordable compared to like the cost of living here in Poland.
That's nice. So like which minimum the money that someone can come with, maybe from home how much money can a student can come for the first time?
So technically, it depends on your like how beautiful you want to live here. So because everything is possible here. You can find expensive room. You can find cheap room. So it actually depends on your standard. But I can say the minimum which someone can come with here. Let us say in dollars, because many countries in Africa we are using dollars. I can say at least 400 or $450 can be
the money like the pocket money that you can come with, which is like 2,000 zloty. I think it's like 2,000 zloty.
Yeah, you can find a place for at least if you are not looking for something extra. You can have a room at least there are room for 900 zloty, 1,000 zloty, 800 zloty. So technically, it depends on how beautiful you wanna live here. So I think with 2,000 zloty here, if you are coming from home, you can manage with that.
Okay, we talked about the money, we talked about the salary, we talked about the transport, but we didn't talk about the food. Which kind of food that you are eating as students, like not as students, but which kind of food that we find in Poland? A lot of people, they are curious of knowing a lot of things, but that's the simple thing that they can ask.
So, like here in Poland, for my case, I didn't have any problem with food. But there are also some people, they say, no, I can't find maybe, I don't know, ugali. Or, like, you know, cassava bread. So some people, they are complaining. But also the good thing here in Wrocław, we have an African shop. So you can find those stuff from Africa, even if it can be a little bit expensive, you know, because, you know, they're shipping stuff from Africa. But for me, I didn't have any problem with that. Everything you can find here. The Polish people, they have their own ugali, which I really like. Kashamana. I was complaining when I first tasted, and it was like amazing. They have everything. At least I think if you respect like eating like 3 times a day as a normal human, I think can't go above. Let us say 150 euro per month. I think, yeah, because everything here, like the price is good for everything, food. So I can't complain with that. So if someone's coming back home, just don't stress yourself about the food. Everything you find here in Poland, and you get used quickly.
I know some students, they're scared of cooking themselves because when you come here, of course, you come alone. You came with your sister. I don't know that you were cooking together, but you were probably not also knowing how to prepare the food yourself. How did you become like used to it? Maybe you can just say a simple thing about that.
So like my first year here, I lived with my sister in the same floor. So she was helping me to cook some food which I didn't know before. And actually, you know, for us men especially, are not that interested in, you know, cooking and stuff. It was tough for the first time, but I get used quickly, and she helped me a lot to learn some dishes. I'm survived, as you can see.
That's nice. So now you are living alone, you know how to prepare yourself.
I cook everything. So as you can see, I'm in a good shape.
So boys, don't all the times wait for your mommy's food. You also have to prepare the food yourselves, to become used to it if you want to live abroad.
Yeah, definitely.
And the thing that we also going to talk about, like how Polish people are. Like, are they no racist? Like, how? I'm sorry for saying this, but we want to know, like, how Polish people vibe. Yeah, like.
So for my case, I've never faced something like racism, like action from Polish people. I don't know, because maybe I can speak Polish. I don't know, but for me, I've never faced some racism action. Even for my sister, she never told me like, no, someone just stop me like in the tram and doing something crazy. So I've never heard like it. Of course, it can happen. So I can say for me, if you're just coming in a country like in a new country, try to be how can I say, to get used to the regulation, to not do, because here like they say here in Poland you can drink in a public place, to smoke, something like that. So you need to respect those things, and I think everything will be good for you. So once you respect everything here, I think you have any racism or any bad act from Polish people. For me, they are nice, because they're like, when I came here, like it was like difficult for me, for example, to find some places, and I could just stop someone in the road and ask him about like, no, I need the direction, I need to go somewhere, and they would like kindly show me everywhere. So I didn't have any problem with Polish people.
They're nice people.
Yeah, they're nice people.
They're supporting. Yeah, that's nice.
Supporting.
That's nice. So for those who are curious to know about Polish people, in easy way, they are nice people. And for the parents back home, they're also scared of their kids sending them here. They ask themselves, do they go to church? How do they behave in Poland? Are they not going to the club all the times? Or like you can't go deeply, but you can just say, are they here churches? Or like,
yeah, for that question, Poland is one of the Christian country in Europe, and so here there are a lot of churches, especially for people who are Catholic, Protestant, Adventist. There are international church here. So I think for that question, if parents can ask themselves if my son or my daughter she's gonna just get disturbed by the European vibe. There is no church in Poland. No, there is church, a lot of church. I think each 100 meters you can find a church here. So parents, don't stress about that question. Yeah, they definitely find a church here.
Okay, thank you so much, Sylvester Minda. That's
Sylvester,
your names, and we appreciate for our conversation. I think it will be useful for a lot of people. A lot of people, they wanted to know. We just ask for the easiest questions, for the thing that people has to know. Maybe for more, they will approach us, they will call us, we'll explain more. Thank you so much for the information. Thank you. May God bless you.
Yeah.
So